Good evening, everyone. My name is Isaac, and I'll be presenting oral history interview speech. These are my audiences, and I'll be presenting the summary of my interview, the interview I had with my grandfather. It was conducted through Skype, uh, and I had his permission to reveal his identity and record this conversation. Uh, My grandfather's name is Dr. Michael Isaac. He he had been a doctor for over 40 years. And my first question was, what was the most significant event in your life? And his answer was the most significant event in his life was the birth of my children and the life I built for my family and the day I became a doctor. Uh, Coming from an African country, new to the US in the 70s, he had to do a lot. He had to take a loan in order to support himself, and he had and paid for his tuition and also support the family back home he had in Africa. Uh, he had been through a lot, and with, of course, with my grandfather raising my grandmother, raising children by herself for 5 to 6 years while till he graduates. And the the family, his family is the most important thing in him. They were the driving force behind uh, everything he was doing. He was doing everything. He was studying for them to have a better future, for them to do, uh, to get what he couldn't get when he was younger, which is especially for his children. And I also asked him how did he how did you able to manage your time between attending medical school and and having a family to support. uh, he said he believed in God and himself, and he wouldn't have done it all without the help of my grandmother, because she was very understanding. She's sacrificed everything while he was away to raise the children by herself, and she have done everything to till he becomes a doctor and uh, was able to provide a better life for his family. And at last, I asked him how what would his life be different if he didn't have the support his from his family, support of his family and his wife and his kids. And he said, yeah, uh, if it wasn't his life, his family was the driving force that was pushing him to work hard, and he wouldn't have done it all if it wasn't for them. Uh, I also asked him what other advices would he give us, to this to the young generation and my classmates. He said, plan ahead and use your time wisely. Have a goal and give your everything to achieve it. Work hard and it will eventually pay off. Uh, Put your family ahead of everything, because family is a cornerstone of life. And go for what you really want, and respect your elders. Surround yourself with successful people and carefully choose your friends, or choose the right friends. Surround yourself with the right friends eventually. And I like uh, he told me one of his favorite quote was, "Eagles do not fly with pigeons," which means uh, they are in different level. Anyways, thank you for listening. Uh, have a good night.